Hello everyone, this is Shepard from Kegger, and I'm here to show you a ball throwing machine that was part of a scrap heap challenge for Deep Space Nation. You can find them on reddit.com/r/Deep Space Nation, and basically the details of this competition are that we have to create a ball throwing machine, one that will shoot the balls at a long distance. We have 3 shots to shoot the ball a long distance. We got to try and be accurate, so I'll be competing with who can get the closest in a series of targets, and also rapid fire, meaning how many shots I can fire in a short period of time. So I put a lot of thought into this, and I said, well, there's 2 types of builds I really like to do. Overly complicated and very detailed, or just something that's simple and functional. This one would be the latter. It's simple and functional. So I'll explain what you see here. The large area up there, all of those are, that's like a network of gravity generators that are perfectly spaced so that the edges of their fields just touch. They don't overlap in any way. So the reason I did that was because the way I'm launching this, I needed the height to make sure the balls didn't just go floating off into space. So by the way, there are some stipulations on this ball launcher. We cannot use gravity to launch the balls. Now they will be in a 1G gravity environment. Cannot use thrusters and cannot use gyros on the ball. So all I have done is I've set up a simple rotor and I put a sensor there to basically detect when the arm hits that point. And what happens is when I lock onto a ball, it launches, the arm passes that sensor, and at 45 degrees it releases the ball. In physics, basically, when you're in a gravitational environment, 45 degrees is kind of the magical number where you're going to get the most distance for something being launched. If you release earlier, the object will go higher, but it will also go a shorter distance. If you launch later, the object will go lower and it will impact the ground sooner. So 45 degrees is what I chose for this, and it seems to work pretty well. So enough of the talking, I'll go ahead and show you how it works. In here, I have put one gravity generator into the feed for the balls. You can see it just underneath there. And basically what that is 0.2 Gs on this entire line of balls, and it just feeds them in. You can actually fill this entire thing up. I didn't do that in this case just for the demonstration's sake. So let's take a look. So on the toolbar here, I've got one timer block that I toggle, and you can see the 2 timer blocks that I use for this on the left hand side of my screen there. But I've got one timer block that I toggle, and it locks onto a ball, launches, and then triggers the second timer block, which is to reverse the rotor after 1 second. So the reason I did that was for rapid fire. Otherwise I'd be doing a series of 3 button pushes, 1 to lock the ball, 2 to launch it, and then 3 to return the arm to its neutral position. So here we go. So you can see I can do that pretty quickly. Now to give you a better view of what's actually going on. So you get the general idea. And you can see they all sort of land around the same area. So it seems to be pretty effective. if I start trying to launch too quickly, I can have a problem with accuracy and them flying off in odd directions. So partly that is because of the balls have to take a moment to load into the proper slot. And you can see there it's taking a second, and voila, now it's ready. So this will be entered into the competition, a very, very simple device, and we'll see how it competes against Wasted Space, and I think possibly Perfect Blinky. I'm not sure who might be participating, so should be fun, and I will give you guys an update later.